How many times has this happened to you? You plan a loot run, you wake up, you leave your base, and you can barely see the tip of your nose because there is a massive fog or a thunderstorm outside. You spend a moment to contemplate your life, and you decide to stay put for a while. There is no need to risk it. But what to do? And granted, there are things you could do to kill time, but what if I tell you there is a mod which allows you to do the one thing most of us love since the early childhood? Hey guys, I'm Tetriz and this is the Mod Shit, a series when I showcase different mods for Project Zomboid. And today, well, today we are gaming. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys 4 different mods, all related to gaming. The Tetris arcade machine, an arcade machine overhaul which lets you play all the arcade machines you find, and a video game consoles mod which adds all types of video game consoles available in the early 90s along with the library of games. And honestly speaking guys, gaming in the 90s was already mainstream activity, and the fact that we didn't have that reflected in the culture of the game was sad. And obviously I understand the devs have tons of stuff on their minds, like getting us to multiplayer at some point. So the modding community responded, and let's have a look at what they've delivered. We will start with the video game consoles. And the mod itself does exactly what the name would suggest it would do. It adds all kinds of different video game consoles, both stationary consoles you plug into your TV or handheld devices like Game Boys. In order for these video game consoles to work, you will need a functioning TV with access to electricity. It's kind of a no-brainer, but it is what it is. And you will also need the actual game cartridges, which you can plug into your specific console system. And in order to play those games, you right-click on the particular game in your inventory if you have access to the console and select play. So we're gonna play Game Boy for starters, and yeah, I'm sure you can hear the music in the background. Well, that was a really harsh review. In any case, the Game Boy and all other handheld consoles, like some SEGA consoles, they actually don't need a TV because you can carry them around wherever you go, but all the stationary systems, these obviously require a TV. And why would we need game consoles in the first place? Well, the answer is very simple. They reduce boredom, they reduce stress, and they reduce unhappiness. So this makes them the ultimate weapon to fight those negative moods your character can get, you know, in those tougher times. And I do love these sounds actually, you know, some of them are such a trip down the memory lane, it's just incredible. And what's really cool about this video games mod is the fact that the games are repetitive, meaning that whenever you're bored or stressed, you can play them, so they will remove these negative effects every single time. Unlike comic books or regular books, with the video games you can do it over and over again. I tested it and played the same game twice and managed to remove boredom. Kind of like with playing Project Zomboid, isn't it? The difference is we play Project Zomboid to get ourselves stressed instead of relaxed. Now you will ask a question where to find these game consoles, and the first thing I did is I ran across the neighborhood to try and find them in houses. And let's say I found a few, but not as much as I would expect. So I went to my local Gigamart to see if they are selling any, and indeed they were, but still not too much. And then I had a brilliant idea. There must be a place where most of the people that play video games or played video games in the early 90s go every single day. So I went to check out the local school. And guess what? That was a jackpot. The amount of video games I found in one classroom was just amazing. And okay, I didn't find those large systems that you connect to the TV, sadly, but it would probably be hard to carry that stuff into your classroom, but I found several handheld consoles and plenty of different games. So if you install this mod and want to loot games, go to schools. Now let's switch gears to something different. Arcade games. And granted, early 90s was probably past the prime of arcade games, you know, like Washington Wizards, Michael Jordan type of thing. But if you use the Tetriz arcade game mod, you would also get this really awesome entertainment center in Louisville. Okay, it's in Louisville, so it's probably not going to be easy to get here, but once you get here, it has tons of different stuff. Bowling alleys, mini golf, arcade rooms, pool tables. Now, this is the type of place that I would personally go to with friends every other Friday. But the reason that I wanted to go here is, first, obviously I wanted to see how it looks like, but I also wanted to show you what you can do with the arcade games. And you can physically play these machines. You have to right click on them and you will have a context menu which allows you to do that. And once you do that, you will reduce again the boredom, stress and unhappiness. Now, the amount of reduction can be tweaked in the sandbox settings. So if you want them to be super efficient, you can increase the rate. If you want them to be, you know, just meh, you can reduce the rate. But what's really fun, and I am saving the best for last, guys, is this very special Tetris machine, which you can find in this game room. Now, I haven't checked anywhere else on the map, so I cannot confirm if it spawns elsewhere, but this is a legit Tetris game inside Project Zomboid. In order to play this, first obviously you have to right click and select play, then the screen pops up, you have to click on the insert coin and then the game would launch. The way that you control it is with your arrows, not your typical WASD keys, because that will make you move away from the machine. You actually control it with arrows. And okay, it might not seem like a lot, but I am a 90s kid. I played these types of video games and Tetris was something that I would carry with me to school and play during recess. And guys, I completely loved it. It keeps high scores so you can, you know, play and then play again against yourself. I mean, this is so much fun and it's such a nice change. So if you're ever bored, you know, it's like, I don't want to go out looting again. I need to find something different to do. I mean, get this machine, put it inside your base, and you can play Tetris. And I'm pretty sure this is something that can potentially be developed in the future, because if we can do Tetris, I mean, I'm pretty sure we can do Mario as well. Now, I'm not sure about copyright things and stuff. It's probably something that needs to be taken into consideration, but this was just tons of fun and I could physically sit there for hours playing this. As with every mod shed episode, I will be linking every single mod showcased in this episode in the description of the video, guys. Make sure to check out each one. Make sure to support the modding community as much as you can, because they are awesome and deserve all the respect and recognition. Okay guys, before we close, quickly speedrunning the end of the video. If you wanna get in touch with me, chat, be aware of the content schedule, or suggest some mods that I should cover as part of the series, my Discord is the place to be. The link is in the description. I also want to share my sincere thanks for all the support you're showing me, for every single like, for every single comment, including the harsh ones, for every single video share. You guys help me grow and I really enjoy this, so let's keep this going. If you like the content and want to see more, the subscribe button is somewhere over there. Make sure to click it. I would really appreciate it. And guys, I guess that's it for today. More episodes coming soon, but for today, that's everything. And as always, I'm Tetriz. Cheers!